Dear students, Assalamu alaikum to all of you in 11th class. Our today's topic is root nodule formation. It is the fourth unit of your syllabus. First of all, we will see how these root nodules are formed and what is its significance, and for what thing we make use of these root nodules. Basically, some bacteria which live in symbiotic association in roots of higher plants. For example, Pinus is a plant in gymnosperm, and Acacia plant is a plant in which bacteria Frankia is associated. So Pinus is such a plant with which mycorrhiza is associated or is in association. As such, many plants are there with which bacteria are associated in symbiotic association, in which both the plants and animal and bacteria are benefited from each other. Now here in root nodule formation, when bacteria starts growth or start to grow in any higher plant, then it enters into the cortex region or cortical region and pericycle, then enters into the roots. It starts to divide the cells of pericycle and cortex region. Then it divides and it forms a nodule. So what is the benefit of that nodule? Basically, this nodule is formed from the presence of bacteria. So this bacteria can fix the atmospheric nitrogen, and instead it will start to take nutrition from the plant. As already I have told you that it is symbiotic relationship. So in this way both will get benefit from each other. So how this process starts and what things are involved in this? At first there is a bacteria, its name is Rhizobium. It is symbiotic bacteria and its function is nitrogen fixation. It remains in the symbiotic association along with roots of higher plants. As we know its function is nitrogen fixation, so this bacteria is generally present inside the soil. Inside the soil, it enters into the roots with the help of root hairs. So rhizobium remains in the symbiotic association, or we can say it is a symbiotic bacteria, and its function is nitrogen fixation. Now, in what way rhizobium will convert nitrogen into bacteria? There is an enzyme which we call as nitrogenase. This nitrogenase enzyme works in the absence of oxygen. Basically, this nitrogenase enzyme is responsible for converting nitrogen into ammonia. We know that this nitrogenase is anaerobic, it works in the absence of oxygen. Now this rhizobium bacteria has all things present which has to perform the function of nitrogen fixation. It has its enzyme present also. So this enzyme will function in anaerobic condition. Nitrogenase, we know it works in absence of oxygen. Now there is a pigment which is called as leg hemoglobin, and it is also called oxygen scavenger. It is red or pink color pigment. Leg represents leguminous, the plants which give pulses. So it will maintain the aerobic condition, and leg hemoglobin will work to increase the nitrogenase activity. Now, in what way root nodule is formed? Basically, there are root cells, and there are root hairs. Then there is soil. So we know soil has bacteria. When these bacteria divide inside the soil, then a large number of new bacteria formation takes place. That is, these bacteria make colonies. So colony of bacteria is formed. Then these bacteria affect the root hair and form an infected thread. As the root, as the result, root hairs get curled. Due to curled root hairs, bacteria get entry inside the roots. When the bacteria gets entry or enters in the roots, they reach the cortical region, or they reach the cortex and pericycle and release chemicals or cells by which by which they result for further division. So when cortex and cells of pericycle divide, as the result a node is formed, which is called as root nodule. And this root nodule looks like a new structure. For example, we take root cells, then we make root hairs, and outside root hairs there is soil, and bacteria are present in the soil. So these bacteria make an infectious thread around root hairs. Now, rhizobium bacteria performs nitrogen fixation in root nodule with the help of nitrogenase enzyme. So it will perform its process in anaerobic condition. Anaerobic condition, we know it is maintained by leg hemoglobin. Then there are different steps. So what are the steps of conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia by this nitrogenase enzyme complex found in Enterobacter bacteria? So we know that we will make nitrogenase enzyme here which carries 2 nitrogen at one time. Then reduction takes place. When reduction takes place, it means that we add one hydrogen to it. So addition of hydrogen takes place. When reduction takes place again, nitrogen again will combine to 2 hydrogen now. When once again reduction takes place, nitrogens combine with 3 hydrogen. As the result, NH3 formation takes place. Now we know that atmospheric nitrogen is converted to ammonia. So for single ammonia formation, we need 8 ATPs. As there are formed 2 ammonia. So for formation of 2 ammonia, we need 16 ATPs. Now we know that plants cannot directly absorb this NH3 ammonia. Sometimes it gets perinated. It means that it gets converted into NH4 positive ion. Then with the help of different processes, this process is performed. So we know that this addition of hydrogen takes place in different steps. As the result, we got 2 molecules of NH3. So these were the steps of atmospheric nitrogen, a conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia.